Today's lesson is on Julia by the Beatles. It's a John Lennon song and it's a brilliant fingerpicking song to have a go at. It's a slightly unusual fingerpicking pattern with this hand, and it's the only song I can think of that's got a similar pattern is Dear Prudence, which is another Beatles song. Right, so we'll get straight onto it. So the fingerpicking pattern that we're using for this, I think this is actually for every single chord in the song. It's the same pattern, which makes it easy from the point of view of your right hand. We've got to play this 5th string with your thumb, 1st string with the 3rd finger, 4th string with the thumb, 3rd string with the 1st finger, 6th string with the thumb, 2nd string with the 2nd finger, 4th string with the thumb. Now when I go through it slowly like that, it seems quite confusing, but if I just play it a bit quicker, it's this. It's almost what they call a Travis picking sort of technique. It's not quite Travis picking, but it's similar. So you really have to be able to do that quite sort of comfortably to be able to play this song. And then you can, once this is sort of going on its own, just doing that, you can think about what's going on with this hand. So if we look at the chord sequence separately, there's some odd chords in this song, and the chords that have been put together is very unusual. There's a lot of quick key changes and some strange sounds going on. It's really nice, but it's unusual. So the main sequence at the beginning, we've got a C chord, but rather than a standard C, which is that, we do the version of C which has your little finger on the 3rd fret here. I'm calling this 3rd fret because of the capo, 1, 2, 3. So that's still just a C chord, it's another way of playing this. That's the one we want for this. And halfway through this, the bass note needs to swap to there. So if I do that with the pattern we did, it's swap. So I'd recommend practicing just that chord a few times before you go on to the next one. So it's so that's what we do for the C chord. The next chord is A minor 7, and the version of A minor 7 we're using is it's one where 3 of these fingers stay where they are at the moment, and this 3rd finger just moves to the 3rd string underneath the 2nd finger, like that. And the others are on the same notes they were on. So we've got C, A minor 7. You might find, like mine, your finger shifts back a bit, your little finger, but it doesn't matter as long as it's in that fret. So the A minor with the 7 here, same pattern, but there's no moving of bass notes here, it's all done with this hand. So put that together with the C. And this hand is just going to be repeating the same pattern. From that one we go to an E minor. And this is a version of E minor, a bit like the C chord, where instead of just a straight E minor, we have the little finger still here. So your little finger's staying on that note to begin with. There we go. Same pattern with this hand. And that one's played twice. So we go C, A minor 7, E minor twice. And then you repeat that, but instead of playing the E minor twice, we do 1 E minor, then 1 G, and the G that we need is the 4-finger G, this one. Again, same pattern with the right hand. So it's C, A minor 7, E minor again, C, A minor 7, E minor, G. I'll just play all of that for you. I'm going to call that the A section. Then we've got the B section, and the B section is similar to begin with. We start with the C chord again, A minor 7 again. But here it changes. Instead of the E minor, we go to a G minor 7. I should point out at this stage that the names I'm giving these chords are the names they would have if there was no capo and we were playing 2 frets lower. So if I was to play a G chord, I'm calling it G, but it's actually an A chord because of the capo and everything's shifted up. It's much easier for me to call that G for the purpose of the lesson. So I'm just going to refer to that as G, this is C. Not what they actually are, what they actually sound like. Okay, so yeah, we've got B section C, A minor 7, and then this time we go to a G minor 7, which will be 3rd fret bar, and just one finger here. So that's 3, 5, 3, 3, 3, 3. Again, counting from the capo, 1, 2, 3. Pattern's the same again. Do one of those, then we do G minor 9. Now for G minor 9, you keep the same chord and just add your 4th finger on the 5th fret, 1st string, same pattern. So if I put those 4 chords together, it's then we go to an A7. Little finger comes away, slide the whole thing along 2, add that finger on to the 3rd string, like that. So I've got 5, 7, 5, 6, 5, 5. Same pattern again. And that chord we play twice. Exactly the same. And then we move down to the F position. This would be F7, we want F9, so you add the little finger onto the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Same pattern again. Slightly odd sounding one. And then we have F minor 7. Take the 2nd finger away. Move the little finger along 1 fret. Now you could play F minor 7 like that, but the one he's doing is this. Same pattern. That's a really nice change. So the B section so far is C, A minor 7, G minor 7, G minor 9, A7 twice, F9, F minor 7. Okay, and on the end of that, play the C again, A minor 7, E minor with the little finger still on, G. So that last part was the same as the ending of the A section. So a quick recap. A section, C, A minor 7, E minor twice, C, A minor 7, E minor, G. Then the B section, the sequence I mentioned before for the B section is played twice, and then there's 2 bars of C on the end. So I'll play all of that now. So this is the B section. C, A minor 7, G minor 7, G minor 9, A7, A7 again, F9, F minor 7, C, A minor 7, E minor, G, and again C, A minor 7, G minor 7, G minor 9, A7 twice, F9, F minor 7, C, A minor 7, E minor, G, 2 bars of C. That's what I'm calling the B section. So then we're on to the C section. So the C part, we go to a B minor chord, bar chord, 2nd fret, over 5 strings. That one there, that one there, that one there. Looks like an A minor. You're probably familiar with these chords, hopefully. So I'm barring across that 2nd fret. Okay, same pattern again. Now, because of the moving bass note, you have to shift your finger up to get that extra bass third. And you can either do what I just did, or you can just hold it over all 6 to begin with. So there's 2 bars of B minor, 2 bars of C, just like before with this finger added. Then we go to A minor 7, 1 bar, so it's, and then A minor 6, which is this little finger just moving back 1 fret, 1 bar. So if I just recap on those, so B minor for 2 bars, C for 2 bars, A minor 7 for 1, A minor 6 for 1. So that's then we go to an E minor, or it's actually an E minor 7. And the best way to get this chord is to, so they go from there to there, and this little finger goes to the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Seems strange not using this finger, but that's because we need it for something else in a second. So then here, we change the pattern very slightly for this one. We're now playing this. So it's very similar. 5th and 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 6th, 2nd, 4th. Then we go to E minor 6, which is just move the little finger back to 2nd fret, still 2nd string, not the same pattern. E minor with the sharp 11, which is the 1st fret on the 2nd string. So we take the little finger away, and then just a straight E minor, which is just lifting that finger off. So basically this 2nd string movement is, and the rest is just E minor. So it's, that's the end of the C section. So I'll just play all of that. B minor twice, C twice, A minor 7, A minor 6, E minor 7, E minor 6, E minor add 11, or sharp 11, E minor. So then we've got the D section. Now I divided these into the different sections just to make it easier to learn the whole song. The D section is very similar to the B section. So I'll just run through what it is. We've got C, A minor 7, G minor 7, G minor 9, A7 for 2 bars. This is all the same as we did for the B section. F9, F minor 7, C, A minor 7, E minor. Now here it changes from what we did earlier. Instead of going to G, we go to a C. And then we repeat E minor to C. Remember to leave that little finger on for C. And then we do E minor, G, and then it ends just with a C major 7 chord, which is this. 3rd fret on the 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th. These 3 open. It's just a strum. And that's the whole song. So I won't play the whole song in one go, but I will just give you another quick recap on each section. So the A section, I'll play it a bit faster. B section. C section. D section. So that's all of the sections, and then in terms of the structure of the song, it goes A, B, C, B, A, B, D. And the repeated B section each time doesn't have the little repeated sequence within it. So in other words, what we did the first time for B is this: C, A minor 7, G minor 7, G minor 9, A7, A7, F9, F minor 7, C, A minor 7, E minor, G. We then repeated all of that before doing 2 bars of C on the end. Well, that repeat doesn't happen when you come back to the B section later in the song, which is twice. I hope that makes sense. So we've got A, B with the repeat in it, C, B without the repeat, A, B without the repeat, D. If you listen to the song, once you've mastered the individual sections, listen to the song and it will make perfect sense, I hope. Okay, so good luck with that. Remember to get the hang of the picking pattern first. Really try and work on that before you do anything else. And any questions, please put them below. And if you like this lesson, then please subscribe. Thanks.